Hey, welcome to Exclaim News Weekly. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Calum.
And we're here to catch you up on what's new this week in music and pop culture.
We're talking Drake's Views, the latest on Radiohead's 9th LP, all that and more up next.
Perched atop his CN Tower throne, the Sixth God himself gazed down at Toronto and the rest of the world last week and finally deemed us worthy to receive his latest album, Views. People have been amusing themselves for hours on end on the internet, memeing the album artwork, perusing his elaborate liner notes, which were also released online this week. But now that we've actually had some time to spend with the music, we've got Calum here with his views on Views. What do you make of Drake's latest album, Calum?
It's a very long record. It's a very Toronto-centric record, and I feel like it might be one that you really need to be in this city for to truly understand on a deeper level than what's going on musically. People expected this to be a bars album after, if you're reading this, it's too late. Like he was gonna come out guns blazing, but that really isn't the case for a lot of this. In some ways, it's kind of like a Take Care Part 2 or the post-Take Care album that I always wanted. But
Same.
Again, at the end of the day, he made the album that he wanted to make, and full marks for that, even though it is a slog at some points. Also, full marks to Noah 40 Shabib. I believe that sequencing and production is an art unto itself, and the way he's able to take all of the different influences on this record and kind of blend them together seamlessly over the course of its hour-plus runtime is nothing short of an achievement.
You can head over to Exclaim.ca to get all the latest news on Drake, including stories about his recent surprise appearances in Toronto, as well as his elaborate liner notes.
Just because Views came out, it doesn't mean there's not new music on the way, so I'll see you soon. You know what it is.
After mailing mysterious flyers to fans and erasing their web presence last week, we are finally one step closer to Radiohead's 9th studio LP. And that comes with the release of new single Burn the Witch, which relies heavily on orchestration and electronic drum programming. The band released the single alongside a weird little stop-motion video that is inspired by The Wicker Man, as well as a handful of UK children's shows. Fun fact, it's an old song too, having been worked on during sessions as far back as Kid A in 2000. And being the revisionists that they are, that's not out of the ordinary for them. Of course, you can watch the video for Burn the Witch at Exclaim.ca.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. Again. Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan teamed up back in 1996 for the sport and cinema masterpiece Space Jam, and now today's youth will be getting their own chance to experience today's biggest basketball stars on screen with the Looney Tunes gang.
Special delivery!
In the long overdue sequel, we'll see LeBron James stepping into the intergalactic spotlight to replace a probably crying Michael Jordan. While you wait for more details about the upcoming film, be sure to check out the Space Jam website, which is still operating in its amazing original 1996 format.
As far as real-life cameos go, I would love to see some J.R. Smith in there, perhaps some Meta World Peace, and I think the directors would really be remiss if they did not include crying Jordan in some sort of fashion. Fans of David Bowie made an interesting discovery this past week pertaining to the artwork of his last album, Black Star. The same artwork that some fans thought was very quickly done or made in 5 minutes. A Reddit user left the jacket of his vinyl version of the album out in the sun for a few hours and came back to find a starfield pattern had appeared. But it just goes to show how clever Bowie really was, and he's still surprising us to this very day. Of course, if you're looking to try it yourself, I would highly recommend taking the vinyl record out of the sleeve first.
Rookie mistake.
Festival season will be upon us in no time up here in Canada, and as far as announcements go, the Regina Folk Festival, Montreal's Mutech and Pop Montreal, and Halifax's Gridlock Festival all made lineup announcements this week, and you can find all those on the web at Exclaim.ca. And that does it for this week's show. Thanks very much for watching. Hit that subscribe button so you can get news updates every Friday at noon.
Join us next week when we may or may not be wearing matching t-shirts.